I think we only have one referee to start also, Jerry. One referee did not show up. I think he chickened out because he thought it was going to be a little cool in here, Jerry. Would you believe that?
Gee, no, Reg. I can't. It is a little cool in here, but it's not. It's been worse.
We've seen worse, right?
Yeah,
we've seen worse.
Yes, we have. The Alex Bay Purple Ghosts coming into tonight's game, 11-7 overall. They are 7-4 in the NAC. Here comes Greg Walsh, the other referee.
Okay, Greg Walsh coming in.
Okay, Harold Chapin and Greg Walsh are the two officials for tonight's game. And Walsh is on the ice and ready to go, and Harold out there already, and we're just about set to start. Again, the Bay at 11-7 overall, 7-4. They've had a good season.
They've had a good season. They're in the tough division, the tough West Division, where they have to play, Potsdam twice, Massena twice, Ogdensburg twice. They're in a very tough division, I'll tell you. They're a good club. I think the last time that Massena, of course, hosted them down in Massena, we got the jump on them. Remember, we scored some quick goals.
That's right.
And I think went away winning, 8-0 or something. But it's not going to be 8-0 game tonight, Jerry.
Oh, I don't think so.
I think Massena's in for a tough game.
I would say so.
Of course, without the services of Jeff Johnson also, who is sick. So there's 3 that Stan Moore does not have playing for the Red Raiders tonight.
Mickey Edwards out there with Tayo and Parker to start off against Welsh. Welsh and Gamble off the faceoff. Puck in the Massena zone. Backhanded out, right back in again. And into the corner, it's Derek Welsh has it poke-checked away. In behind the net is DeRushy to pick it up for the Red Raiders. DeRushy feeding it ahead for Tayo. It's intercepted by Doug Welsh. Welsh in the corner has it taken away by Tayo. Tayo stops behind his own net. Starts out left side, slides it ahead, right in the slot. Here's a shot. Kind of a dangerous play. Welsh took that shot, goes in the corner off a leg, in behind the net, and around the boards it goes, but not out of there. Kept in at the point, dumped right back in behind the net. Paquin trying to come up with it. He can't. They center it, but it's knocked down in front. Now coming back is Doug Welsh. He keeps it in the corner. Paquin picks it up. Here's Paquin trying to lift it. Finally comes out to center ice. Poke checked along the boards by Tile. They tie it up just outside the Massena zone. The puck squirts free. Picked up by DeRushy. Headman goes to Edwards. Poke checked away from him by Doug Welsh. Hard check thrown. Edwards comes up and tries to backhand it. We have the puck fired into the Massena zone. After it is Greg Paquin. Paquin in behind the net now, sliding it in. Has the puck taken away. They jam for it, and it slides out to center ice. Back there to pick it up is Bruce Hudon. Hudon just dumps it right back in the Massena zone. Paquin takes a whack at it, trying to feed it ahead. Puck at the point. Here's a shot. Knocked down by Matt Leary in behind the net. The Bay trying to come up with it. And Massena's got the Burke line out there now. Puck back to the blue line, picked up by DeRushy. Here comes DeRushy, 2-on-1. He's got Fauché. Nice pass back to DeRushy. His shot, he's knocked down, and the puck comes to the side of the net. And we're going to have a whistle, and there's going to be a penalty in Alex Bay, I would think. Maybe not.
I think he just whistled I'm not sure why it was whistled. Whistled dead because the puck was moving, although, okay, the net did move as Massena went in. The man went into the net, dislodging it slightly, and it'll be a face-off in the Alex Bay zone. That's the first time Massena's been in the Alex Bay zone. It's been all Alex Bay here in the first almost 2 minutes, Jerry.
Good chance there for Massena, though. Good 2-on-1, executed well by Massena. But DeRushy got hauled down just before he got the shot off, and he really didn't get a good shot off at all. So the face-off in the Bay zone. Off the face-off. Convertini's out there with Medina and Vince. Kind of a makeshift line. King at the point. His shot bounces into the corner. Vince after it. Has it poked away. Convertini. He can't catch up with it. They jam for it. It comes in behind the net and around the boards, but not out. Kept in by Massena. Vince lets it go through. Picking it up there is Bob Birch, but not out as Sitton keeps it in at the point. Birch with it again. His headman pass does come out to center ice, and it comes to the Massena blue line, bounces high in the air. Convertini gets a glove on it. It comes back out to center ice. King knocked down, gets up again, and slides it in the zone. But I think we're going to have a hand pass called on Massena. That happened quite a while ago, but that was Convertini who just kept it out of the zone with a glove.
Well, and finally King picked it up, so it was a hand pass, so the whistle blew. Face-off will be just inside the Massena blue line. Both, Massena will change lines and send the Edwards line back out.
And coming out for Alex Bay is going to be the Sutton line, or let's see here. How's that going to look? I guess Bradley is going to center it. Bradley out there with Sutton and Bulger. Or at least Bradley's going to take this face-off. Just inside Massena territory. Off the draw, back out to center ice. Banged right back in by Billy Cook, a Bay defenseman. Matt Leary, who's starting in the nets for Massena, leaves it. It comes around the boards. Here comes Massena breaking out 2-on-2. Edwards and Tayo. Across the blue line, drop pass by Edwards, intercepted. Back to the point, but not out. Kept in by Albertine. He feeds it in the corner, intercepted. Albertine trying to step into it. Edwards kept it in at the point, feeds it to Parker. Parker has it poked away, about halfway in, and the puck comes back to the blue line, picked up there by Bulger, who takes it out to center ice. Right there, Parker, pick it up, bring it in again. He is knocked down. The puck comes free in the corner. Poke check behind. Now it's Taya with it. Trying to move it around the boards. He jams for it with Bradley. The puck comes free, but not out. Big Dureshi, quick shot. Glove save by Doheny, and he holds on.
That's the first shot on net. I think Massena, it might have been even a little bit wide, but Doheny gloved the puck. Forcing the face-off in the Alex Bay zone. Let's see. Stan Morrow will send the Burke line onto the Burke, Valance, and Fauché for Massena. Face-off in the Alex Bay zone. Okay. No score. Early first period.
Burke's line out there now. Burke out there with Valance and Fauché. And again, Massena missing, of course, Kevin Craner and Seth Sauvé. And tonight they're also missing Jeff Johnson, who's sick. It's been a tough year, injury-wise and everything else. Fauché trying to center it. It comes to Valance. Drops it back to Paquin at the point. Over to King. King steps in. Winds a shot knocked down off a leg and comes back out to center ice. In fact, it slides back in the Massena zone. Back there's Paquin. Over to King. King around behind the net. Took a funny bounce. Hits the side of the net. Back to the point. The Bay trying to move it through. It's Doug Welsh. Welsh knocks it in front. It's knocked down by Massena's Paquin. He breaks it out of there. Here's Greg Paquin stopping at the blue line. Trying to backhand it in. It goes into the corner off the stick of goaltender Doheny. Now Fauché after it. Jeff Fauché. Chad Valance throws a check. Puck in the corner. Now Burke throws a check. It slides back to the point. Here's Paquin's shot. And the save made by Doheny. Puck on the other side, and finally it's sticked out to center ice by the Bay, but right there is Paquin again, moving it in the zone, banged right back out. It goes all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Alex Bay.
So face-off will go back in the Alex Bay zone. 10:59 to go, first period, still no score.
Alex Bay started out strong. Massena coming back a little bit here last couple of minutes. Convertini coming out now, as he is centering the third line, a makeshift third line. Convertini, Benson, Medina. And, of course, I don't think we've seen the same lineup any two games in a row this year.
We sure haven't.
Off the faceoff, puck still in a circle, picked up by Medina. He looks, goes into the corner. Overskates the puck, it comes free, and back out to center ice. Poke checked away Albertine at his own blue line, right back ahead to Bentz. Bentz gets checked out of the play. The puck bouncing around, they jam at it. It bounces over Albertine's stick back in the Massena zone. Chris Sidden after it. Sidden backhands it to Bentz. Bentz trying to move it up along the boards, poked away in the corner again. Albertine throws a check. The puck comes free, picked up by Convertini. Convertini has it poke checked away. Still corner Massena zone. Now it slides behind the net. Sidden gets it out to center ice. Right back in again. Albertine brings it out again. Skates by a check. A drive from the point, knocked down, and the puck poke checked out to center ice again. Now here comes the Bay. It's Jeff Dobbins. Dobbins gets knocked down. The puck's at the Massena blue line. Dobbins picks it up again, tries to dump it to an open wing, but he caught somebody in offside. I think it was Jeff Cooley trying to get out, and the faceoff will be outside Massena territory. Edwards line back out for the Raiders with 10:03 left to go in period number one. 0-0 on the scoreboards. Derek Welsh's line out. Welsh, Gamble, and Welsh for Alex Bay. Off the faceoff, puck dumps in the Massena zone. Goes off Darren King's skate in behind the net. King after it, bangs it back to the blue line, but not out. Here's a shot knocked down right in front. Paquin skates into the corner now, circles, goes in behind the Massena cage. Right side backhander kept in by Welsh. Welsh taken out of the play by Paquin. Edwards comes back for the puck. The Bay doing a good job, especially this line doing a good job forechecking. The puck's still in the zone. It slides in behind Larry. He's going to stop at the side of the net. The puck poked free. That almost went in as Larry mishandled that one a little bit. Puck back to the blue line. Still in the zone. They jam for it. Hard check thrown by King. He shovels at the puck. Finally, it's underneath a Bay player, Chuck Gamble. And the faceoff will come in Massena's zone. Good job by that line of the Bay.
Yeah, that Gamble Welch did a good job that time, keeping the puck in the Massena zone. Matt Leary really tried to cover the puck, and he tried to cover the puck. He lost it, and it scooted out right across the goal crease, and it went over to the far side. Face off in the Massena zone. We got 9:24 to go. No score, and no real good scoring chances yet, Terry.
Burke will be facing it off now against Bradley. Bradley out there with Sutton and Bulger. Off the faceoff, back to the point. It's out to center ice. Here comes Mark Burke. Partial breakaway. Tries to slide it off the balance, but getting back was Billy Cook to make a good defensive play. And now the other way. Here comes the Bay. Matt Bulger in 2-on-1. Bulger trying to center it, and it goes under the outstretched stick of Mike Bradley into the corner. Back to the point. Here's a shot from the point, knocked down by Balance. Burke racing for it. Trying to slide it ahead. Balance follows. It's poke check back. No, it is out. Offsides will be called on Massena.
Well, a couple of pretty good started as scoring chances for each team, but neither team able to get the shot off. They were both 2-on-1 breaks. Burke and Valance going down, but unable to connect on their pass, didn't get the shot off. Then Alex Bay broke in a 2-on-1. They were unable to get the shot off.
Face-off will be just outside Purple Ghost Zone as a Convertini line coming out against, the Bradley line stays out there. Off the face-off, in behind the Alex Bay net. In the mesh, picked up by Sidden now, rather. He fires it wide after he got a pass there from Massena right in front. Here's another shot and a save made. Puck comes wide and back out to center ice. Now the puck at the red line. They jam for it. Medina after it. Puck dumped in the Massena zone. In behind the net now. King with it. King falls down, gets up again, skates away with the puck. Darren King with it. Headman pass goes off, stick out to center ice, back in. A delay offsides called on Alex Bay, and there's the whistle as they touch the puck.
And Alex Bay, two men of Alex Bay were caught inside. They touched the puck. So face-off will be just outside the Massena blue line. We're down to 9:18 first period, no score.
Face-off just outside Massena territory. Mickey Edwards' line out there now against the Jeff Dobbins line. Edwards with Tayo and Parker. Off the face-off. Puck along the blue line. They take it in. Here comes Cooley. Cooley's backhand is on. The save made by Larry. Now puck side of the net. They jam at it. Larry makes the save. The whistle blows. And a good chance for Alex Bay there. But Matt Larry stood his ground.
He stood right in there, and he actually covered the puck up. There was an Alex Bay man right in the, almost in the crease, but Matt Larry quickly covered up, forcing the face-off. It'll be to his left.
Edwards' line out there. And the Dobbins line stays out there for Alex Bay. Off the draw. Puck comes behind the net. Jeff Tile picks it up. Stops. Bangs it around the boards for Parker. Parker steps by a check, feeds it down the ice. And it comes into the Bay zone. Picked up there by Hudon, the defenseman. Trying to get it out of there. Goes into Edwards. Skates. Now to Tile. Side of the net. Center. No, it goes down in the corner. Now the puck out in front again. Back to the point. Sittenwise. His drive deflected right on. Nice save. Good chance for Massena. They score as the puck came free after Matt Doheny made the save, and I thought the whistle blew, but apparently it didn't. It came free, and Massena scores the first goal.
Apparently it is a goal. I thought everybody sort of stopped, Jerry. I think everybody, Doheny had the puck, but the whistle did not blow. The puck was still loose, so Massena goes ahead 1-0.
I really thought that Doheny had covered that up, but somehow he let it get loose, and I think it was Chris Parker on the side of the net.
I'm not sure. I think maybe Parker got the goal.
Who poked it past Doheny. Of course, Doheny by then was out of the play. But let's see what it is. Yeah, it is Parker. Mickey Edwards getting the assist. And King also. Darren King picking up an assist. Off the face-off, here comes Burke from Massena. Across the blue line, he jabs one. And I think it was a little wide, but Doheny gloves it, leaves it in the corner. Out to center ice. The puck comes to Fauché, back in the zone again. He dumps it in the corner. And it's knocked down to the Massena blue line, right back to the Bay zone. Picked up again by Hudon. Backhand out to center ice, comes to the Massena zone. Durashi with it, he shovels it right on, the save made by Doheny. Puck in the corner, Balance racing for it. In behind the net, it goes to Fauché. Fauché steps by a check. The puck gets by, he doesn't, and it's back along the boards to Jeff Cooley and out to center ice. Now Massena has to wait for the Wings to get out of the zone. Back, Paquin at the blue line, feeds it to the Alex Bay blue line, it's right back out. And here comes the Bay, Jeff Dobbins. He tried to get across the Massena blue line, he couldn't. Now comes back in the zone, picked up by Durashi. Durashi's had a good game so far. The puck poked away, back into the Alex Bay zone. Doheny stops at side of his net and leaves it. Racing back to pick it up is Bob Birch, the defenseman. He just dumps it to center ice. It comes on the stick of Derek Welsh. Welsh in on the right side. He fires one way wide. Puck on the other side. Poked in the corner by Gamble. In behind the net. Picked up by Welsh. They jam for it there. Finally, the puck back to the point. Here's a shot by Hutchinson. Knocked down. Here comes Siddenweather. That's Medina, rather. He slides it right on. The save made. And Medina goes flying into the net. Knocks the net off its moorings. Knocked goaltender Doheny into the net. And the net is way back against the far board.
When they say the net is dislodged, they mean dislodged this time. It is right against the puck board, Jerry. That's about the first time I've really seen it really dislodged that much, as Medina went in, and he went all the way into the net. Doheny, the net, everything went back toward the rear puck board.
Apparently, they're going to call a penalty here. Matching minors.
Okay, Medina for Massena.
And I'm not sure who that is for the Bay, but I'm not sure when those penalties happen. Has Medina going in on a partial breakaway, and he got the shot off, and he was checked from behind, went right into the goalie, and knocked the goalie into the net, which in turn knocked the net off its moorings. And so we'll be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders, as Medina will sit out for a minute and a half along with a player from Alex Bay. We'll see what the official is on those penalties. So it'll be Edwards out there with Tayo. Face off left side. Alex Bay zone. Hudon the penalty. Roughing and charging the call. Now the puck dumped into the corner, still in the Bay zone. Tayo after it. Tayo stops, back to the point. Here's a quick shot, save made by Doheny. Back to the point again, and it slides out to center ice. Darren King with it. King stops. Now he starts to move it ahead. Just dumps it in the Bay zone. Edwards racing in after it in the corner. Edwards stops. Oh, he is checked hard into the board. And the puck picked up by the Ghosts as they break it out of there. Welsh. Welsh moving down the ice into the Massena zone. Dumps it in the corner. Tries to chase it down. Puck bounces. Took a funny bounce off the side of the net. And now we have a little pushing and shoving right in front of the net as Edwards, along with somebody else, pushing and shoving, and we might have some more penalties.
I wouldn't be surprised we got a couple more matching minors as Edwards went down, and I'm not sure.
That was Doug Welsh underneath. Maybe not.
No, let's see.
No, I guess not.
No.
That's interesting. They called that one down here.
I was going to say, they called it with Medina and Hudon, and we didn't see any action at all. Then they let that one go down by the Massena net. Oh, well, that evens it up, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Massena's ahead by a score of 1-0. Goal by Parker.
Burke out there with Parker. He'll face off against Derek Welsh. Derek and Doug Welsh out there for the Bay. 50 seconds left of the matching minors. Off the faceoff, puck in the circle. Picked up by Big DeRushy. DeRushy racing. He shoots one from center ice, gloved by Doheny, and he's going to cover up. He had Parker racing in on him. Chris Parker, who's got the Massena goal. 1-0 with 5:15, or is that 5:15, I guess. Some of the lights are burned out on the clock, but 5:15 left to play here in period number 1. Now Fauché comes out to play with Burke. And the Bay will make a change here as coming out will be Petrie and Cooley. Off the faceoff. Back to the point. Big DeRushy gets a whack at it, and it goes off a couple of legs into the corner. Back there to pick it up is Hutchinson. Hutchinson and Fauché jam for it. Puck backhanded down the ice. That'll be an icing. No, they wave it off. Okay. Albertine picks up the puck in his own end and starts out from Massena. Long headman pass goes to Fauché now from Burke. Fauché dropping it. DeRushy at the point, fakes the shot, can't get it off. We have a whistle. What do we got?
I'm not sure. Whistle blew.
Man in the crease, perhaps?
Must be a man in the crease. Oh, Massena really didn't have control of the puck, Jerry.
No.
It was actually, DeRushy was chasing the puck. He just couldn't get the puck in front of him to get the shot off.
Looked like he was going to get the big drive off, but then he was kind of in the wrong position.
Just in the wrong position. He and the puck just didn't get lined up right on that one.
Convertini and Vince come now out to play along with Sidden and Paquin. Petrie and Cooley stay out there for Alex Bay. Off the faceoff, puck dumped into the corner by Convertini. In behind the net, Bill Cook with it. Feeds it around on the other side to Hutchinson. Hutchinson's pass intercepted by Convertini, comes in behind the net. Hutchinson comes back for it. Starts out left side. Headman pass goes to Jeff Cooley. Cooley breaking in on the off-wing side in the Massena zone. Centering pass, Paquin breaks it up. Feeds it ahead. Out to center ice. Here comes Marty Medina. 2-on-1 with Vince. Medina breaking in. Gets a shot. Score!
Ah, nice play all the way from Medina. I tell you, he faked the pass over on the left-hand side. You see, I think Vince was going down the left-hand side. He sort of faked it over. In fact, he looked over, took a quick slap shot. It never left the ice, and it beat Matt Dehaney. Massena goes up 2-zip. Nice play by Medina all the way. He picked that up at his own end, Jerry. I'll tell you, that's got to be unassisted, I believe.
Yeah, that was a beautiful goal by Marty. And he used Vince perfectly because he looked over there, and so did Doheny. And as soon as Doheny looked that way, Vince dumped it right through his legs in the net. Unassisted goal for Marty Medina, and Massena goes up 2-0. Off the faceoff, puck comes to Tayo. Tayo across the blue line. His shot right on the save made by Doheny. Tayo got a quick wrist shot off from a sharp angle. Doheny was there to cover up and held on for the faceoff with 4:07 left to go. Period number 1, 2-0 for the Massena Red Raiders. We're back to full strength here. Edwards out there with Tayo and Parker. And we've got, let's see, the Bradley line. Off the faceoff, Sidden shot, score! Right off the faceoff, the puck went back to the point. Sidden drove it from the right point, and I think he beat Doheny on the stick side over the shoulder. And Massena has taken a quick 3-0 lead here in the first period. Sidden will get the goal. It's got to be Edwards. He took the face off.
It's got to be Edwards because Edwards took the face off back to Sidden, and all of a sudden Sidden takes a shot, and another goal. Massena's up 3-0.
Off the face off, Sidden gets the puck over to Paquin. Paquin's pass ahead a little bit too far. Comes up. Whoa! Almost got us. We'll have another face-off inside Alex Bay territory. 11.
I'm not sure how. I didn't think Tayo touched the puck.
Did he?
Okay. It's scooted off of then Tayo, from Edwards to Tayo to Sidden.
Okay. And it's 3-0. Poor Reg, you didn't even see that puck coming.
I didn't see it coming at all. I was writing.
Off the face-off, the puck comes out to center ice. Aubertine didn't see it. It's dumped in, and Leary has to make a save from center ice. Puck back out to the blue line, kept in at the point. Alex Bay now pushing. Chuck Gamble with it. Gamble to Welsh. Welsh taken out of the play. Burke comes up with a puck. Off the boards to Fauché. Massena breaks it out. Here comes Jeff Fauché, and he slides it in the zone. Around the boards, follows it himself. In behind the net, Welsh takes him out of the play, and the puck whistled around the boards. Doug Welsh can't get to it. Aubertine, shot knocked down. And Fauché, he can't catch up with it. It banged off the boards back in the Massena zone as Fauché had lost his stick. And Darren King picks it up. King in behind his own net. Around the boards, ahead to Fauché. Fauché trying to drop it back to Aubertine. Welsh in there jamming, both Welshes. And we're going to have a whistle and a face-off. And I think we've got matching minors.
Matching minors again.
Fauché and Welsh.
Massena.
So Jeff Fauché and Derek Welsh go off. Cross-check against Welsh. And I don't know what Fauché's call was. But that'll make it 4-on-4 again, plus the goaltenders. And the face-off back in the Massena zone to the left of goaltender Matt Leary.
And at 11:55, the first period, penalties to Massena's number 16. I don't have the name for it. The Alex Bay's number 4, Derek Hill, both a minute and a half for cross-checking. Number 6, Number 6, Fulcher.
Off the face-off. Puck comes in behind the net. Aubertine with it, loses it. Shot, they score! A wraparound goal by Jeff Cooley as Aubertine had it, and Cooley took it away and poked it between Larry's legs. And it's 3-1.
Cooley picked that up behind the net and just tucked it in around right on the post. Matt Larry not covering the post on that, not having his foot right next to skate, right next to the post. Alex Bay gets on the scoreboard. It is now Massena 3, Alex Bay 1.
It's one of those where you just don't expect it to happen. So it's 3-1 now. As Massena scored 3, bang, 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 but Alex Bay has gotten one back. Off the face-off. Puck into the Massena zone. In behind the net. Here comes DeRushy. Headman pass. Intercepted Cooley. His shot to save made. And the puck comes to Edwards. Edwards breaks it out of there. Steps by a check. Across the red line. Across the blue line. Poke checked away. Back out center ice. Paquin. Headman to Tayo. Tayo waits for Edwards to get on side. Then dumps it on the backhand. In the corner. Chases it down. Doheny put it right on his stick. Here's Tayo right in front. Edwards' shot goes wide. Nice setup, but Edwards fired it wide. Puck around the boards. Kind of just died there. And it's out to center ice. Edwards with it, trying to feed it ahead. It's intercepted by Cullen. Cullen and Edwards jammed. Cullen, or I should say Edwards, picked it up and kicked it into the Bay zone. They try to get it out. Tayo, his quick shot. Nice save by Doheny. Quick shot by Tayo. Now the Bay tries to get it out, kept in again. Here's another shot as Parker fell down trying to get the shot off and racing down the sideline. Here comes Bud Petrie in the corner. Massena zone. Intercepted. The puck, Parker, bouncing it, moving it along the boards, ahead to Tayo, and Tayo takes it out center ice. About 10 seconds left in the matching minor as Tayo wants off, and he just dumps it in the Alex Bay zone. Back behind the net, Bruce Hudon. Hudon feeds it around the boards. It comes up to Chuck Gamble, who takes it out to center ice, dumps it to the Massena blue line. It's poke-checked in the corner by Doug Welsh. Gamble follows it. He's taken out of the play by Sidden. Sidden trying to poke it ahead. It comes free behind the net. Burke after it there, now picked up by King. King around the boards, stopped at the point by Hutchinson. He dumps it back in the corner. Comes in behind the net. King again for Massena. Trying to get it back. Welsh intercepts, steps in front of it, dumps it back to the other Welsh. They jam for it. Back to the point it goes. Hudon shot, score!
Ooh.
And it's 3-2.
Bruce Hudon, he was playing on that right point. The puck came over to him in the right point. I tell you, he took the slap shot. It was the upper left-hand corner over the left glove of Matt Larry. Not much you can do about that. In fact, it might have even hit that top crossbar, right up in that top corner. So now 3-2.
So what looked like it could turn into a Massena rout has taken the other direction as Alex Bay has come back with 2 goals here. 3-2. 1:07 left in the first period. Derek Welsh out there to face off against Mickey Edwards. Off the face-off. Puck bounce to the Massena blue line. Here's Albertine with it. Out to Edwards. Edwards starts down. Across the blue line. And we have a whistle. Offsides, apparently. And that'll move it back out again. We've got Valance playing the right wing. I'm not sure what happened to Parker. But he is not out there on this shift. Off the face-off. Puck bounces around. Tayo picks it up, takes it across. Oh, nice move. Tayo can't get the shot off, though. His stick was lifted. Puck goes in the corner. They jam for it. It's picked up there by Hutchinson out to center ice. Albertine is there for Massena, dropping it over to DeRushy. DeRushy ahead to Valance, feeds Edwards, crossing the blue line. Mickey Edwards in the corner, steps by a check, trying to slide it. The puck comes free. They jam in the corner and tie it up, and we'll have a face-off in Alex Bay zone with 34 seconds left in the first period. Massena leading 3-2.
Well, what started off as sort of an eventful first period in the first 7 minutes, all of a sudden in the last 7 minutes, we got 5 goals.
Matching minors again.
Matching minors again.
Valance for Massena and Chuck Gamble for Alex Bay. Charging, I guess. Okay, so we're 4-on-4 again. Been a lot of penalties in this period. A lot of matching penalties in this period. In fact, has anybody had a power play?
No, none yet.
They've all been matching.
All been matching minors.
Okay. Welch against Edwards in the face-off circle, left side. Alex Bay zone. Off the face-off, back to the point. Albertine fakes the shot, goes to DeRushy. DeRushy trying to backhand in the slot. Tiles backhander! And nice save by Doheny. Puck in the corner now. Billy Cook after it. Can't get it out. Edwards keeps it in, jams at it. Still keeps it in. Cook's got it now. Lifts it high in the air. Knocked down by DeRushy. Here's DeRushy. Has it poke checked away by Derek Welsh, or Doug Welsh rather. His shot wide. Puck in the corner now, Edwards. Massena zone, doesn't get it out. Here's a shot from the point, wide. Puck, Albertine, poke checks it, ahead to Tayo. Here comes Tayo. Poke checked away from him as the buzzer sounds, and period number 1 ends.
No.
I don't know if he ever will. We're ready to face it off. It's Burke out there taking the draw against Welsh off the faceoff. Back to the Bay line, back to the Massena line. Fauché picks it up and starts out. Here comes Jeff Fauché's shot, knocked down on the defense, comes inside of the net. Burke after it, in the corner, throws a check on Doug Welsh. Puck comes free, Burke's got it. Back to the point. Paquin, back to Burke, goes underneath the stick, behind the net. Fauché with it. Fauché, looking, trying to center it. Burke, knocked down, he can't pick it up. Here comes Welsh, breaking back the other way. The two Welsh brothers cross the blue line, Massena zone. Puck taken away by Fauché. Assist to Paquin there. Puck still in the Massena zone. Goes right across the blue line. Fauché, or I should say Paquin, feeds it ahead for DeRushy. To Fauché across the blue line. Fauché trying to slide it through. Knocked away. Back out to center ice. Slides back to Massena zone as Massena in the middle of a line change. Paquin back for it. With the puck now. Starts out. Along the board. Slides it to center ice. Welsh takes it away from him. Fauché, or Paquin rather, in turn takes it away and dumps it into the Bay zone. But right back out, it's Derek Welsh. Welsh on the backhand in the Massena territory. Back there is DeRushy. DeRushy starts out. Has it intercepted by Welsh. That's Doug Welsh. They center right in front, knocked down. Edwards finally pokes it back to the point. Here's a shot, goes into the corner. That shot coming from Bill Cook at the point. Mickey Edwards picks it up. Headman to Parker, goes underneath his stick. At the blue line, it's Hutchinson getting it back into the Massena zone. Slides right in on Larry, and he leaves it for Paquin. Paquin starts out left side. The Bay making a change now, as that Welsh line had been out there for about a year and a half. Now the puck comes to Tayo. Across the blue line, tries to make his move, taken away by Cook. Loses it. Here's Edwards right in front, and it goes by Parker's stick as he was set up pretty nicely. Back to Sidden at the point. His wind, his shot. Save made. The rebound in the corner. After it, Parker, he's pretty well tied up, trying to come up with it, and finally coming away with it is Jeff Dobbins. Dobbins drops it behind for Hutchinson. Hutchinson loses to Tayo. Tayo in the corner, looking for Edwards, trying to backhand it, knocked down. Finally, it's picked up by Cook, not out of there. Kept in by Tayo, trying to poke it ahead. Finally, poke check to the Massena blue line. Sidden dumps it right back in the zone. It goes into the corner as Massena wants a line change. Medina, he just threw a hard check. The puck comes free in the corner. Dumped back to the blue line, out to center ice. Sidden picks it up. Backhand pass over to King on the other side. Massena blue line. Headman goes to Peter Bentz. Bentz rubbed out of the play along the boards. They jam for it. And here comes the Bay. Jeff Dobbins. 1-on-2. Dobbins. He's got Cooley with him now. And the puck poke checked in behind the net by Medina. Now the bouncing puck in the faceoff circle. Back to the point. Shot wide. Cooley after it in the corner. Trying to center it. And it comes bouncing out to center ice. Picked up there by Birch, back in the Massena zone. And a delay offsides call. And there's the whistle. And again, the Bay forgot about that new rule.
They didn't clear the zone that time. Looked like he was going to clear the zone, but he didn't get back out. So offside was called. Face off just outside the Massena blue line. Early second period, it's Massena 3, Alex Bay 2.
Burke out there now with Chad Valance and Jeff Fauché. Bruce Albertine, Mike DeRushy out playing defense. It's going to be the Bradley line. Bradley, Sutton, and Bulger for the Bay. Playing the points, Birch and Hudon. Off the faceoff, puck sits in the circle, and it's lifted by the Bay up into the crowd. So we'll face it off all over again from about the same spot. They'll move it back a little bit toward the red line. Again, Burke will face it off against Bradley. Off the face, comes to DeRushy at his own blue line. Now he goes over on the other side. Albertine, headman. Fauché goes underneath his stick. In the corner, Alex Bay zone. They wave off the icing. After it, Valance taken out of the play. The puck comes free. Burke after it, feeds it in behind the net for Fauché. Fauché gets railed by Bradley. Puck around the boards. They jam for it. Comes back to Burke. He moves it back to the blue line, trying to change direction. Fauché lost it, and it's dumped back in the Massena zone. Comes in behind the Massena net, and icing will be the call on Alex Bay.
So back in the Alex Bay will go Face-off will be to the right of Matt Doheny. 11:24 to go, second period. It's Massena 3, Alex Bay 2. Massena goals coming from Parker, Medina, and Sidden.
Now the face-off moves back in the Bay zone. Edwards will face it off against Derek Welsh. So the Welsh line back out. Welsh, and Gamble. King playing 1 point along with Paquin. Puck in the circle, slides back center ice on a poke check. King circles at the red line, dumps it back in the corner. Puck bounces around behind the net. After it is Tayo. Tayo looking, trying to center it to Edwards, bounces off a stick, goes back about halfway out and off the boards out to center ice. Here comes Derek Welsh in the zone. Quick wrist shot. Save made by Leary. The rebound hit the side of the net. Puck in the corner. Edwards after it. He steals it. Steps by a check. Head man doesn't get out of there. They jam for it at the blue line. Poke checked away by Derek Welsh. Welsh in the corner now. Backhands it right in front. They jam at it. Puck bounces on and Leary covers it up. And he holds on for the face-off. A little pushing and shoving.
Behind that, it was after the whistle. As
are we going to have another set of matching minors? Yep. Yep.
I think so. Paquin and Welch, I think, going off.
That's Doug Welch. No, yeah, it is Doug Welch. Parker?
I think it was Parker. I thought it was Paquin. Parker's going. Parker and Welch, I guess, are going.
And
oh,
Paquin.
Wait a minute. Paquin, too. Wow. I didn't see Parker get involved at all in that.
Well, wait a minute. Perhaps misconduct?
I don't know.
Because I don't see a second Massena penalty going on the boards. Let's see what we've got out. Mickey Edwards coming over to talk to the referee.
All the first one. 4:11 in the second period. Massena penalty to number.
Oh, there we go.
And number.
They did call 2 Massena penalties. Roughing the call on both Massena players. So that'll give Alex Bay a power play here, 4-on-3. Off the face-off. Welsh with it, drops it back to the point. This is Derek Welsh. Over to the other point. Hutchinson, his drive, score! And we're tied at 3.
Boy, that didn't take long. It took 8 seconds for Alex Bay to score off the on that power play, so it's all tied up now. Alex Bay 3, Massena 3. Alex Bay scores on a power play. That's the first power play of the evening, first power play goal.
That was a beautiful shot, too. Real sharp angle, and he just caught the post, and it kissed the post and went in. So we're all tied up for 3. We got a brand new hockey game. That means Massena gets one back here. So we'll be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders. Off the face-off. Marty Medina with it across the blue line. 1-on-3. Has it taken away. Puck still at the blue line. They jam for it. And finally, it's controlled by Alex Bay. The whistle blows, and we'll face it off. Apparently, they called an offside before any of the rest of that happened. Cooley again will face it off, this time against Convertini. Convertini and Medina out there. Sidden along with DeRushy. Sidden off the faceoff, backhands it right on. The save made by Doheny. He leaves it in behind the net. Medina throws a check. The puck comes free. They jam at it. Around the corner it goes. Racing for it there. Finally, it's all the way down the ice, and it bounces off the boards right on, and Larry leaves it in the corner. Now it goes underneath Sidden. He gets up and leaves it for DeRushy. And the whistle blew. They call a hand pass on Sidden, apparently. So the faceoff will be in the Massena zone to the left side with 10:05 left to play here in the period.
Well, she's all tied up 3-3 on that power play goal. That was Hutchison from Welch and Cook. It actually came right off the faceoff and only took 8 seconds for Alex Bay to score that power play goal. All tied 3-3.
47 seconds left in the matching minors. Off the faceoff, puck goes to the side of the net, in behind it. Here's Aubertine, shoveling it around the boards. Burke after it, takes a whack at it, poked away. They jam for it, and it comes back to the blue line, kept in. Puck in the corner now, goes by King, feeds it around for Aubertine. Aubertine starts out, got in front of the referee, and the shot taken. And finally, Massena clears it back to the blue line and out to center ice. In fact, down the ice. They wave off the icing, and the puck comes in behind the net. And Hutchinson picks it up. Hutchison dumps it right back the other way. That's got to be icing.
Yeah, that will be icing that time. I'll tell you, Massena having a heck of a time trying to clear the puck out of their own end. They threw it all the way down the Alex Bay zone. They waved off the icing. Alex Bay got it, threw it down to Massena, and they blew the whistle for the icing.
I'm not sure why they blew off the Massena icing.
I'm not sure either.
Oh, well. Okay, who do we have coming out now? 12 seconds left of the matching minors as Derek Welsh back out there against Edwards. Off the face-off. Puck comes back to the point. King takes a whack at it. Deflected right for Tayo. Shot! Oh, he fired it wide. Good chance for Tayo, but he fired it wide. Now Welsh picks up the puck and starts out. That's Derek Welsh. He dumps it in the Massena zone. In behind the net is Aubertine. Aubertine and Welsh jam for it. Aubertine slides it ahead. And Paquin gets it out to center ice. Picked up there by Hudon. Back into his own zone. Hudon trying to lift it, and it goes up into the Massena bench. And the faceoff will come in Alex Bay territory. 9:03 left to play, second period. We're tied at 3.
Alex Bay getting the only goal here in the second period as they entered the second period with Massena leading by a score of 3-2. But Alex Bay picked up a power play goal by Hutchinson to put them on the scoreboard here 3-3.
Welsh and Edwards will face off right side. Alex Bay zone. And I don't know what we're waiting for here.
The referee's talking over there to Billy Reed for some reason. I'm not sure what it was.
Okay, there we go. As Chapin has the puck now. He drops it back to the point. Here's Sidden's shot, knocked down. The puck bouncing. Finally, Welsh picks it up, tries to clear the zone. Parker keeps it in, and it's out to center ice again. Now the puck sits. Finally, Welsh dumps it to the Massena zone. DeRushy, headman pass, Edwards. Edwards feeding it for Tayo. Goes by him into the corner. Tayo trying to chase it down. Circles, looking to go back to the point. Intercepted, but it gets back there anyway. Sidden dumps to Edwards. Edwards trying to drop it across the goal mouth. The puck comes free to DeRushy. DeRushy trying to get the backhander off, and it's bounced off the boards. Out to center ice, slides back in the Massena zone. Sidden is there, dumping it ahead for Parker. Parker can't get it out of the zone. It comes back to DeRushy. DeRushy's long headman pass, Tayo. Tayo steps by a check, gets it ahead to Edwards. Edwards feeds Parker across the blue line. Parker trying to go back to Edwards. It bounced off a leg, and it's banged out, but not out to center ice. Now the puck bounces, and Matt Doheny, the goalie, has to play it. And he leaves it for Doug Welsh. Welsh has it poke checked away, but it comes out to center ice. Back in the zone, Massena clears, gets it in again. Here's Marty Medina with it, trying to slide it through. Convertini, the shot, and the save made. I think Vince actually got the shot off. Puck comes back to the point. Sidden lifts it, dumps it in the corner. Peter Vince after it. Vince trying to feed it around the boards. Comes way back to the point to Rushy. DeRushy dumps it back in the boards again. It comes to Vince in the corner right side. Vince with it, trying to drop back to the point. Sidden's shot, knocked down in front of the net. We have a whistle.
We got a penalty.
And it's going to go against the Bay. And the referee almost got one that time.
Greg Waltz, as he called the penalty, was looking toward the Alex Bay player. As he did, the puck just sort of grazed him. So Massena will go on a power play, first power play of the evening for Massena.
Gamble gets the gate for Alex Bay. About halfway through the hockey game, 7:35 left in the second period, all tied at 3. Interference to call on Gamble. So Massena sending out the power play unit. That's just the Edwards line, Aubertine and DeRushy. Cooley will take the face-off. Cooley out there, along with Bud Petrie and Cook and Hutchinson.
919, please move your car.
Face-off just inside the zone, controlled by Parker, drops to Aubertine. Aubertine trying to get it through the middle, and he got hooked. And Alex Bay dumps the puck back in the Massena zone. And DeRushy starts out for the Raiders. Here comes DeRushy. Headman pass to Tayo across the blue line. Tayo takes it in the corner, stops, looking to pass. Now he has it free. Goes back to Edwards. Edwards intercepted the pass. Now the puck comes free behind the net. They jam for it. Around the boards it goes to Cooley. Cooley moves it, but it's kept in by Edwards. Edwards feeds it to Parker. Parker trying to go back to Edwards. They jam for it in the corner. Back to King at the point. King's pass intercepted, and Cooley brings it out to center ice. Here's Cooley dumping it through. Here's a chance for Alex Bay. Shot, score! Bud Petrie. And Massena gives up a shorthanded goal. Cooley will get the assist, and Petrie looked like he was covered all the way, but somehow got the shot off and beat Larry, and the Bay takes a 4-3 lead. So now the Bay with a 1-goal lead. Off the faceoff. Puck goes to the Alex Bay blue line. Cook is there, dumps it to the Massena zone. Here comes DeRushy, ahead to Parker. Parker stops, slides through to Edwards. Here comes Edwards, taking it in the zone. Edwards trying to dump it to the blue line, intercepted by Cooley, and back down the ice. And Larry stops it, feeds it ahead for DeRushy. DeRushy dumps it behind the net for Aubertine. Aubertine to Parker. Parker breaks it out. Headman to Edwards across the blue line. 16 seconds in the power play. Here's Edwards trying to drop it back to the point, has to go back himself, pick it up. Edwards in the corner now, steps by a check. Here comes Edwards, feeding it through to DeRushy. DeRushy right front, shot, save. The rebound, they jam for it, the whistle blows.
Good effort there by Massena, coming in on that right-hand side, taking the shot. But the save made by Matt Dehaney. Massena's only got, on the power play, 1 second to go. Big thing in this power play, of course, Massena gave up that shorthanded goal as Petrie, really, it was a 1-on-2 situation. Both Massena defensemen back there, but could not tie him up. Got the shot off. Shot was right along the ice and beat Matt Larry. It's Alex Bay 4, Massena 3.
So Alex Bay so far picking up the 2 goals in this period. Massena had a 3-2 lead. Massena at one time had a 3-0 lead. Off the faceoff, puck back to the point as Alex Bay gets a man back. In behind the net it goes. Burke after it. Can't quite catch up, and they go back to the point. Sidden's shot goes into the corner. After it is Fauché. Fauché has the puck taken away. Burke after it. He dumps it into the corner. Back there to pick it up is Derek Welsh, feeding it around the boards for Doug Welsh. He just slides it out to center ice. Right there is Sidden. Sidden over to Valance. Valance steps by a check, takes it across the blue line. Here comes Valance. His shot knocked down. Puck in behind the net. Fauché after it. Fauché just gets rubbed into the boards. The puck comes free and back to the point. Sidden winds. His shot way wide. Puck around on the other side. After it there is Gamble. And the puck picked up by Fauché. Fauché takes a whack at it. He can't control it. And it's Bruce Hudon. Hudon dumps. Larry has to make a save. And he leaves it behind the net for Sidden. Sidden around the boards for Valance. Valance trying to move it up. Welsh gets in there. Hard check thrown. Puck comes free. Valance with it. Backhands it to center ice. Now the puck back in the Alex Bay zone. Bob Birch with it. Lifts it to center ice. Picked up there by Paquin. Paquin across the blue line gets a shot right on. Doheny makes the save. Now it's Vince after it in the corner. Taken away, though, by Derek Welsh. Welsh starts out. Headman pass doesn't get out. Medina keeps it in. Medina center in front. Shot. Convertini. And the big save made by Doheny. Medina after it behind the net. Now it's Vince. Vince tries to center it. Puck comes free. Bounces back to the point. Kept in by Aubertine. Aubertine feeding it in the corner. Good chance for Massena there. Point-blank shot by Convertini. Now the puck picked up by Medina again. Marty with a puck, centering pass right in front. Convertini. His shot goes wide. Puck in behind the net. Now, after it there, it comes to DeRushy, and the whistle blows.
We're away from the play. I think we had another penalty.
Matching minors again.
Marty Medina possibly skating over.
And Doug Welsh, or Derek Welsh.
Derek Welch, but I'm not really sure who's going out. Derek Welch going in the box.
I guess Medina is not going.
No, apparently it's against Alex Bay.
Okay. So Massena goes back in the power play. The last power play was not too kind to them, though.
No, it certainly wasn't.
Alex Bay scored a shorthanded goal. Okay, so Massena on the power play. Here's DeRushy with it, feeding it into Tayo. Tayo, he's still got it, side of the net, drops it, in behind for Edwards. Edwards, back to Tayo, side of the net, back to Edwards, all the way back to DeRushy to Edwards. Edwards to Tayo in the corner. Tayo now skates right in front of that backhander, right across the goal mouth. and it bounced off a leg and comes back halfway out. Aubertine tries to keep it in. He does. Now over to Tayo. Tayo controls it. Side of the net now. Left side of the goalie. Into the corner he goes. Trying to cross ice pass. DeRushy shot. Score! Beautiful goal by Massena on the power play. And it's tied up as Mike DeRushy got a beautiful pass from Tayo in the corner. Tayo saw him going in on the left side and threaded it right between a couple of legs, right across the ice to DeRushy. And he beat goaltender Doheny, who got caught back in the net. And it's 4-4, a power play goal for Massena.
With 11:17 in the second period, Massena's power play goal, scored by number 26, DeRushy, assisted by number 11, Tayo.
So DeRushy from Tayo is how that one reads. And we're back to even Steven at 4-4. Dobbins line out there now. Edwards' line stays out there. Here's Sidden feeding it ahead. Tayo with it. Rubbed out of the plays. King trying to follow up. They jam for it. Comes back in the Massena zone. Sidden. 3.5 left to play second period. Sidden taken out of the play. Puck bounces free. And where is it? It comes to Edwards. Edwards bounces it, trying to get it to Parker. Parker kicks it ahead. Dumped to an open wing. Here's a shot taken. Bounces high in the air. Goes in behind the net. Cooley after it. Cooley's centering pass goes right in front, but it's picked up by King. King headman pass a little bit too far. Picked up by Hutchinson. Hutchinson intercepted. It comes to Parker. Parker ahead. Edwards. Whistle blows offsides, as nobody really had control of that puck along the blue line. That caused the offside.
Massena's power play goal will be scored by DeRushy with an assist going to Tayo. So it's all tied, 4-4.
4-4 tie with 3:01 left to play. Burke out there now with Fauché and Valance. Aubertine out there along with Greg Paquin at the blue line. And we got the Bradley line out for Alex Bay. Valance and Sutton kind of encroaching there on the faceoff. Now they drop the puck. It comes to Aubertine. He picks it up, takes it across the red line, across the blue line in the zone, and lost it. It's dumped right back out to center ice. Picked up by Burke. Burke has it taken away, and it's into the Massena zone and behind the net. Paquin. Paquin gets by a check, feeds it around for Fauché. Fauché ahead to Burke. Burke poke checks it. Here comes Valance. Valance takes it in the zone. He's got Burke trailing. Burke shot. And a nice save by Doheny. Puck around the boards now. Aubertine gets double teamed, but gets the puck in behind the net again. Here's Cook after it. Cook feeding it around the boards. Back to the blue line. Aubertine keeps it in. Quick shot. Knocked down. Puck goes into the corner. Chad Valance after it. He and Hutchinson jam. Aubertine keeps it in. Feeds it to an open corner. Valance chasing it down there, trying to go back to the point, but it's dumped out to center ice off the stick of Bulger. Now Aubertine with it. He kind of misplayed it, but gets it back to Valance at center ice. Valance loses it. Right back in the Massena zone it comes. Picked up by Paquin. Paquin dropping over to Aubertine. Ahead to Burke. Burke breaks it out of there. Burke just dumps it into the Bay zone. Marty Medina racing for it in the corner. Medina looking for Vince. It gets back to Medina. Poke checked away in the circle. They jam for it. Now Convertini comes charging in. He gets knocked down. The puck comes back to the blue line. Out to center ice. Here comes Doug Welsh. 2-on-1 with Cooley. Cooley right front shot. Save. Where is it? Goes in behind the net. Nice save by Leary on the 2-on-1 as the puck comes back out to center ice. Picked up there by Hudon. He dumps it back in the Massena zone. In behind the net is Paquin. Paquin gets by a check. Moves it out. Center ice. Picked up there by Convertini. Across the blue line, right back out again on the poke check. Sitting with it. About 1:12 left in the period. Still 4-4. Puck comes back in the Massena, or into the Alex Bay blue line, right back out again. And Welsh dumps it deep in Massena territory. 1 minute left in the period. Paquin with it. Headman pass right out. No, jumped under Convertini's stick. Goes back in the blue line, back out to center ice. Vince takes a whack at it. He comes up with it. Tries to feed it ahead. They jam for it. Where's the puck? It bounces off Medina. Now it's dumped in the Massena zone, and it comes to Paquin. Paquin. Oh, he just got railed in behind the net. Sidden picks up the loose puck. Long headman pass for Vince. Vince poke checks it in the zone, chases it into the corner with 30 seconds left in the period. Vince taken into the board. He gets knocked down. The puck comes free. That was Hudon throwing the check. They jam behind the net, and his whistle blows.
Bodies are sort of flying here the last
so.
2 or 3 minutes, Jerry. Only 23 seconds to go in the second period. A little rough here right now. All tied 4-4.
Mickey Edwards line back out from Massena. Edwards, Parker, and Tayo. 23 seconds left in the second period. And let's see here. We've got the Jeff Dobbins line out. No, wait a minute. Derek Welsh is going to take the faceoff off the draw. Puck back to the point. King with it. Steps by a check, has it taken away. Here comes Welsh out to center ice. There's going to be a penalty on Massena. Uh-oh. Alex Bay picked one up, too, after the whistle.
After the whistle. Not very smart for Alex Bay, as Massena already had a penalty. Tayo, I think, was going on, tripping possibly.
Yeah. Alex Bay, Welsh got a high sticking call against him after the whistle. So that'll even things up here. And the face-off will be outside the Alex Bay zone. So we're skating 4-on-4, plus the goaltenders. Tayo went off for tripping, and I know Welsh went off for high stick, as he got Edwards up in the helmet with his stick, and they almost always call that. Face-off just outside Bay zone, off the draw. Puck comes in the zone, Edwards with it. Has it taken away, jams for it, poke check back out to center ice. 5 seconds left. DeRushy with it, in behind the net, 3, 2, he drops it over. That's how the period will end right there. So we're all tied at 4. Massena had gone ahead in the first period, 3-0.
Yeah, they had that big 3-0 lead, and they sort of let it slip away, Jerry.
Ogdensburg, I should say Alex Bay got 2 back, and then got 2 more in the second period to go ahead 4-3. Then Massena got 1 back on the power play, and that's where we are right now, tied at 4. We'll be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders, as both teams down a man due to penalty.
Okay, big third period coming up. 15 minutes of hockey to go, all tied, 4-4.
It's going to be Cooley out there to take the face-off. Jeff Cooley, who is a pretty good one for Alex Bay. He'll face it off against Mickey Edwards. Off the draw, the puck bounces back in the Massena zone. DeRushy in after it. Circles around, feeds for Edwards. Edwards off the boards, passes to himself, and dumps it to Chris Parker. Parker has to come back for it. Circles back into his own end, has it poke checked away. Larry sticks it ahead to the blue line. DeRushy with it. DeRushy out to Edwards, and here comes Mickey. Across the blue line into Bay territory. Stops, shoots right on the rebound. Goes out in front, but nobody there for Massena. And the puck backhanded by Alex Bay defense up into the speaker. And the faceoff will move back in Bay territory. I think that was Hutchinson that did it on the backhand. Nice save there by Doheny.
Good save as, let's see, Edwards slid that puck over to Parker. Parker just deflected it right on goalie Matt Doheny, but he came up with the save.
Faceoff will be in his zone, Doheny's zone to the left. As Burke comes out with Fauché now. 48 seconds left in the matching minors. And Cooley stays out there to take the faceoff. Along the boards it comes, out to center ice, Cooley with it. Cooley and Sidden jam, and the puck slides in the Massena zone. After it is King for the Raiders, steps by Cooley, feeds for Sidden. Sidden in behind his own net. He and Cooley jam again, and Cooley ran into the referee and fell down. The puck comes free, and Burke controls it, has it taken away, bounces into Cooley. He tries to center it, but Fauché is there to pick up the puck, start out. His headman knocked down back in the zone. Now Sidden after it, feeding it over to King. King headman to Burke. Burke goes off his skate, slides in the Bay zone. It's played by Doheny. He's going to leave it for Hutchinson. Hutchinson starts out left side. Headman pass out to center ice. That's Doug Welsh. Here's Welsh across the blue line. He gets knocked down. There's going to be a penalty on Massena. That's going to be on Burke. And Alex Bay will go on the power play here. 13:43 left third period. We're tied at 4. I hate to say this, Reg, but this is very reminiscent of a game down here a couple of years ago.
That's right. I remember that well.
So Massena killing a penalty here. The Welch line comes out off the faceoff. Puck poke check by Edwards out to center ice. Edwards and Tayo out there. DeRushy and Albertine. Now Hutchinson headmans it to Derek Welsh. He takes it across, poke check by DeRushy this time. Back out to center ice, dumped right back in again. Goes in behind the net. Leary leaves it for DeRushy. DeRushy trying to step by the check. Taken away. DeRushy comes back again. Comes to Cooley. Cooley in behind the net now, circling into the corner, trying to set it up. Here's Cooley with it. Back to the point, Hutchinson. Hutchinson back to Cooley. Cooley gets taken out of the play nicely by Albertine. Edwards picks up the loose puck, dumps it down the ice. Back is Hudon. Hudon with the puck now, moving it out. Headman pass. Cooley. Cooley in the zone. Drops it for Derek Welsh. Welsh gets by one. Here's Welsh. Sharp angle. Shot goes wide. Puck all the way around the boards. Kept in by Hudon. Hudon feeding it over on the other side. Hutchinson. Hutchinson dumps in the corner. Puck bounces around. Doug Welsh with a centering pass right in front. And right to Derek. He fired it wide. Now Albertine along the boards trying to move it out. Kept in by Welch. Albertine again to Tayo. Tayo whacks it and gets it out to center ice. Now Tayo and Welsh jam right at the blue line. And where's the puck? It slides into Massena territory. Back is Edwards. 5 seconds left in the power play. DeRushy with it. Takes a whack at it. Cooley and DeRushy jam for it. DeRushy trying to skate away. Welsh takes it away. The puck comes free. Here's Cooley. Back to the point. Hutchinson shot through a screen. Gets knocked down in front. Score! And Alex Bay goes ahead 5-4. That wasn't really a power play goal.
No, the power play had he lapped. Penalty had he lapped. The puck came from the left point. It was picked up in front by one of the four. I'm not sure who got that goal for Alex Bay.
I think it was Doug Welch.
Okay, 17, Doug Welch. Alex Bay goes ahead, 5-4.
12:03 left in the third period. Massena just couldn't clear their own end that time. A couple of times it looked like they were going to get it out, never did. Finally, the puck came back to the point, and Hutchinson banged it. It didn't get all the way through. It stopped side of the net, and it was picked up, I believe, by Doug Welch. We'll see. Yeah, that's who it is, Doug Welch. Hutchinson getting the assist. And Cooley also picking up an assist. Not a power play goal, but Massena had, well, hadn't been able to get back into the things. Offsides called on Massena. Massena must have picked up a penalty at the time, too. It didn't go up on the board, but it's a tripping call. And so Massena trying to kill another penalty here.
I missed that one. It had to be right at the time of the goal, Jerry.
But you'd think if it was, it would have nullified. I don't know. But it is Albertine in the box, and Massena. Well, Massena's got 5 out there. Okay, that's what it was. It was at the time of the goal, which nullified the power play.
Right.
But Albertine has to sit. Here comes Cooley across the blue line. Has it taken away by Vince. Puck comes in behind the net. They jam for it there. Back to the blue line. Here's a shot just wide. Now the puck over on the other side. Jamming for it there is Petrie. Petrie dumps it in behind the net. King picks it up for Massena. King, headman to Vince, out to center ice, dump back in. The layoff sides call. They wave it off. And it's controlled by Paquin. Paquin's headman goes by Convertini, back to the blue line of Massena. Paquin again, headman to Convertini, goes by him again. Controlled by Welsh for Alex Bay. Convertini takes it away, slides it back. Fauché across the blue line. Fauché's drop pass to Balance. Puck bouncing around right inside the zone. Balance feeds it through. Now it's dumped back to center ice again. Here's DeRushy to Fauché. Fauché circles, backhands it into Alex Bay territory. Doug Welsh picks it up there. Welsh moving it out to center ice to brother Derek. Derek across the blue line, but ahead of the play was Chuck Gamble and the offside call. 10:39 left to play here. 5-4, Alex Bay leading Massena.
That goal by Alex Bay, I think, came about 10 seconds after the power play. The penalty had elapsed, but Massena just could not clear the puck out of their own end. When that happens, the other team's bound to score.
Yeah, we've seen that happen a lot this year.
Time and time again.
Off the faceoff. Puck controlled by DeRushy. Over to Sidden. Sidden, headman to Fauché. Fauché takes it in the zone. Takes it in the corner, drops to Burke. Burke slides it through. Welsh intercepts the pass. Derek Welsh can't get it out. Here's Balance shot, knocked down. Ouch, that had to hurt. Went off Bob Birch's leg. Into the corner. Fauché after it to Burke. Burke feeds it in behind the net. And we have a whistle. We got a penalty on the Bay, I believe.
Right to Alex Bay as he took Mark Burke into the boards.
Birch is going to get the retaliation call, a roughing, I believe. and Massena will go on the power play here with 10:15 left to play in the third period. So Birch goes off, and Massena will send out the Edwards line. Edwards, Parker, and Tayo, Albertine, and DeRushy. Coming out to try to kill it off, Derek Welsh will be out there. And let's see, Doug Welsh as well. And it's going to be Hutchinson and Cook. Face off in the Bay zone. They jam for it. Comes to DeRushy. Quick shot. Save made. The bound right in front. Tayo's shot. Another save. Oh, good chance for Massena. And the Bay dumps the puck down the ice. Back into Massena territory. Good opportunity for Massena. DeRushy over to Albertine. Albertine steps by the check. Circles behind the net. Albertine ahead to DeRushy. Here's DeRushy. Head man to Parker. Parker takes it across the blue line. Parker, drop pass, Edwards. Edwards in behind the net, circles. Mickey Edwards with it, feeds it over to Tayo in the corner. Tayo back to Edwards behind the net. Edwards looking, shot right on, the save made, and holding on was Matt Doheny.
Good thing Matt Doheny held on to that one because both Tayo and Parker were right there waiting for the rebound. However, it was really not a hard shot, and it went right into the pads of Matt Doheny. The face-off will be in the Alex Bay zone. Massena's on a power play. It's 5-4, Alex Bay.
Welch will face off against Edwards again. Off the face-off, back to Albertine, over to DeRushy. DeRushy fakes the shot, goes back to Albertine. Albertine into the corner. Parker. Parker skates in, shot! Save! Doheny. And didn't give up the rebound there either.
No.
Of course, the shot was right into his chest.
Good move by Parker that time. Parker split the box, and nobody picked him up. Went in just about to the inside of the circle, took the quick wrist shot. But Alex Bay's Doheny made the save and hung on for the face-off.
Face it off again, same spot, left side, off the draw, back to Albertine. This time he shoots, and it goes wide. Back, bounces off the boards. DeRushy with it, in the corner to Edwards. Edwards and Welsh jam. Tile steps in, tries to come up with it, and he comes away with it. Here's Edwards. Edwards circling, back to the point. Albertine to DeRushy. It's intercepted. DeRushy gets it, can't control it. It's dumped and out to center ice.
DeRushy hit the boards, his glass with his head very hard that time and went down. It was right in front of us. He was shaken up pretty well on that.
I guess so.
He's moving, but I'll tell you, I think he saw a few stars that time. He was taken into the boards heavily, and the head, tell you one thing, good thing they wear those helmets, Gary.
I guess so. He looks like he's okay, though.
He's up, but he was just shaken up a little bit.
So he skates over. Face-off will be just outside. We're down to 15 seconds left in the power play as King comes out to replace him. So Edwards will draw against Welsh. Where are they going to face it off? Finally, they decide about halfway between the blue line and the red line. Now Alex Bay makes a change as Cooley comes out there. Boy, he's a big kid, that Cooley.
He is.
He'll be out along with, and we'll pick it up in a moment. Off the face-off, it comes to Tayo. He takes it across the blue line, has it taken away, and dumped down in the Massena zone. About 9 seconds in the power play. That's Petrie is the other guy out there. He's the guy that has the shorthanded goal. Now Tayo gets railed. Albertine follows up. 3-on-2 for Massena. The penalty is up. Albertine takes it into the corner. Centers it right across the goal mouth. They jam at it. And I believe save made by Doheny. And the Bay dumps the puck down the ice. That's got to be an icing call.
Yep.
And the faceoff will come back into Alex Bay territory. So the Ghosts kill that one off. And we are down to 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. Alex Bay leading Massena 5-4.
Pretty good power play for Massena. They had the shots, had the chances, Jerry. Just couldn't put the puck in the net behind Matt Doheny of Alex Bay. Face off now. Alex Bay zone. We're down to 8:30 to go in the game. Alex Bay 5, Massena 4.
Convertini's line out there now against the Dobbins line. Convertini out there with Medina and Vince. King out there with Paquin playing the points off the faceoff. It comes to Medina. He tries to control it, slides the blue line, and not out apparently, but it's dumped by Alex Bay down the ice, and Larry has to stop it and leave it in the corner for Paquin. Paquin behind the net. Cooley centering right in front, but it's intercepted by Convertini. Convertini steps by a check headman to Medina, gets by him, goes into the Alex Bay zone. Medina keeps it in. follows it into the corner. Oh, he gets railed into the boards, and the puck underneath him, and we'll have a whistle and a face-off.
Cullen took Medina in. Cullen's about a half a head or more taller than Medina, but that forces the face-off in the Alex Bay zone.
8:03 left to play. Convertini will face it off again against Dobbins. Now we have a change. The Welch line coming back out for Alex Bay. They pretty much settled into a two-line game here.
Right.
Face off left side, off the draw, puck in the circle, back to the point. King keeps it in, feeds it in the corner. Goes in behind the net. After it is Peter Bentz. Bentz steps by a check, taken out of the play by Hudon. The puck comes to Medina, and we have a whistle. And the puck out to center ice. We're going to have a penalty, I believe, on Alex Bay.
Right, Alex Bay, number 2, I think, Bruce Hudon going toward the...
He got Bentz pretty good with the elbow.
Yep.
And he got called for it.
Well, Massena's got another chance as they go into power play again. Second time this period.
7:47 left to play in the third period, so we're just about halfway through the third. Still 5-4 for Alex Bay. Off the face-off, the puck comes to Tayo. Tayo dropping it back to the point. Durashi can't keep it in. It slides back to the Massena zone. Over to Albertine now. Albertine headman to Parker. Parker takes it in the zone to Edwards. Edwards in the corner now, left side of the goalie. Here's Edwards back to Parker. Parker to Albertine at the point. Albertine to Durashi. Durashi skates in. Shot. Fired it wide. Oh, boy, he was going for the corner. Now here's Parker in the corner, other side, in behind the net. Over to Tayo. Tayo right side. Back to Parker in behind. Here's Parker. Back to the point. Albertine. He winds. Fakes the shot. Durashi, glove save.
That's the play they were looking for. Went to Albertine and Durashi, and Durashi hit it on the fly. I think he wanted to get a little bit more wood on that shot, but it was a good shot. He got it on the fly, got it on the net. Dehaney has to make the save.
Massena doing a good job on the power play.
Good job on the
they
power
did the
play.
last time, too, moving the puck around.
But moving the puck well, getting the shots.
So far, they haven't gotten it past Dohaney. Let's see here. We've got Cooley coming out now with Petrie. Edwards stays out there with Parker and Tayo. Face off right side of Dohaney. Off the face off. Puck comes to Tayo in the corner. Tayo around behind the net. Hits the back of the mesh. They jam for it. Puck comes free. Edwards with it. Over to Tayo in the corner. Tayo looking in the circle. Centers it right in front. Parker shot. Save the rebound. Score!
The light didn't go on, but the puck went in the net, Jerry.
And still in the net. Parker gets his second goal of the game.
I'll tell you, that was set up nicely by Jeff Tayo. Jeff Tayo threaded that pass all the way from the left-hand side over to the right-hand side where Parker was standing. He took the shot. The save was made by Dohaney. He picked up the rebound. Parker gets the goal. It's all tied 5-5. It'll be Parker from at least Tayo.
I didn't see any red light come on, but... And the referee made no indication that there was a goal. Edwards also picked up an assist on that. So we're all even again with 6:45 left to go in the third period. Burke's line out there now against the Dobbins line. Off the face, it comes to Sidden at his blue line. Headman pass intercepted. They jam for it. Valance loses it. It comes into the Massena zone. After it, Cooley centering pass, and he was going for Petrie, but it was a little bit too far into the corner. Jamming for it. It comes to Paquin. Paquin in behind the net, tying it up along with Dobbins, and we'll have a face-off Massena zone. 6:25 left to play here, third period. We're all tied at 5. 5-5 tie.
Well, if people want a little excitement, they sure got it down here tonight, Jerry.
You ain't kidding.
10 goals total, all tied, 5-5. 6:25 to go in the third period.
We've got the Convertini line out there now for Massena. Off the face-off, puck sitting in a circle. Convertini picks it up, dumps it off the boards, and drops it back to Albertine. Albertine starts out. Headman to Peter Bentz. Bentz, long pass to Medina. Medina trying to take it across, poke checked away. King follows it up, dumps it in the Alex Bay zone. Goes off the boards, but not out of there. Bentz with it. Takes a whack at it. Bouncing puck out to center ice. Picked up by Dobbins. Dobbins across the blue line. He's still got it. Trying to pick up the puck. Finally, it's picked up by Medina. Marty Medina overskates it. Circles back the other way. Over to Aubertine. Aubertine can't catch up along the boards. Puck dumped in front. King's got it. There's King. Can't get it out. Poked away. They jam for it. Medina after it. Medina has it taken away by Welch. The puck comes free. Here's Cooley. Cooley after it in the corner. Centering pass. Where's the puck? In the corner again. Now it's Convertini feeding it around the boards. After it is Bentz. Kept in at the point nicely by Bill Cook. Jamming for it. Just inside the blue line. Finally, it slides out to center ice. And back to the Massena blue line, or the Alex Bay blue line. Now the Bay turns the other way. Headman pass goes to Welsh. Bounces off his skate in the Massena zone. Back out to center ice by Parker. Now the puck bouncing along the boards. Aubertine with it at his own blue line. Feeds it out to center ice. Picked up by Cook. Dumps one. That goes high over the net. Picked up by Parker, who slides it out to center ice. Dumped right back in. Offsides, but now Alex Bay clears the zone. And the headman doesn't get out of there. Welsh keeps it in. Aubertine throws a check. The puck comes free. Edwards, we have a whistle, and we're going to have a penalty on Aubertine.
Aubertine, not a good penalty by Aubertine. It's probably a charging call.
Or an elbow.
An elbow. It could be a roughing. Okay, that could have been anything. As he took about 5 strides, left his feet to hit the Alex Bay man, so he'll be going off a minute and a half, and Alex Bay will go on a power play. Not a good time for that kind of a penalty.
4, Aubertine, a minute and a half for roughing.
Roughing the call on Aubertine. So Massena has to try to kill off a penalty here. Down in the ending moments of the third period. Off the faceoff, puck comes just outside the zone. Bouncing around, they take a whack at it. Comes to Welsh. Welsh feeds it to Cooley. Cooley takes it across in the corner, setting up. Dropping it back to Welsh at the blue line. Welsh back to Cooley, inside back to Welsh. Welsh steps around a check, gets a shot off, saved by Larry. Puck knocked down in the circle, they jam. It comes back, and Tyo poke checks it, falling down out to center ice. Edwards racing for it, trying to come up with it. He's taken out of the play. Penalty on the Bay, and Tyo goes after it. And that'll even things up.
Bay picked up a penalty, but you got to give the credit to Mickey Edwards. Mickey Edwards really hustling and trying to get at that puck. Alex Bay, I don't know if it was a hooking or what. I didn't get the call on Alex Bay, but they'll go in the sin bin, so that nullifies the penalty.
Durashi apparently is coming off the ice. He is not going to see any more action in this game. I guess he's still shaken up from that.
He hit hard.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
I guess so. So he's definitely been the most steady defenseman today.
Right. He played well tonight.
Interference, the call on Welsh. So we're 4-on-4 now with 4:13 left to play in the third period. All tied up, 5 apiece off the faceoff. The puck controlled by Cook for Alex Bay. Out to center ice to the Massena blue line. Fauché trying to feed it to Burke. Burke has to come back for it. Ahead to Sidden. A little bit too far, but Sidden catches it. Tries to drop it back to the blue line, but Cooley gets there. Knocks it out to center ice. Feeds it ahead, but it's back to the red line. Sidden again dumps it. Goes right on. Doheny has to make a save. He leaves it. In behind the net now. They jam for it. Fauché picks it up. Looking to tie it up. The puck comes free. Bouncing around. Fauché after it. He's got it. Fauché, he just got railed. The puck comes free again. Burke after it. Trying to pick up the loose puck. Fauché comes in to help out. And who's got it? Burke's got it. Burke trying to feed it to Fauché. Fauché comes in, picks it up. Looking for somebody to pass it to, but Fauché takes it himself. Skates it right in front. Shot! Save! Nice save. And we got another penalty, and I think it's going to be on Massena, apparently.
On Fauché. I'm not sure what happened. It happened right after he took the shot. Fauché went in, took the shot. It was a good skate save by Alex Bay, but then Fauché picks up a penalty. I didn't see that.
We obviously had our eyes right on the play. So, Fauché goes in the box.
And then 11:49 in the third.
So that nullifies short Massena power play.
Minute and a half for Edwards.
And so it's still 4-on-4 for 28 seconds, and the Bay will go back on the power play. And we're down to 3:11. Off the face-off, puck comes to the Massena blue line. Albertine trying to get it ahead. Tayo starts out. Here's Tayo in on the off wing. Gets a shot off, and a save made by Doheny. Now the puck around the boards. After it, Edwards. Edwards goes after it in the corner again, taken away, back to the point. Here's Albertine faking the shot, feeds Edwards. Edwards steps by, a check comes in, all by himself, shot. Nice save. Oh, big glove save by Doheny, as Edwards had the corner picked out, but Doheny got the glove on it. Now another check thrown. The puck comes in the corner. They jam for it. Back to the point. King shot. Saved by Doheny again.
Little mix-up in front of the net. I'm not sure what's going on. There's got to be a couple penalties. Again, I think they're going to need some matching minors this time. Edwards probably going off for Massena, and I'm not sure who for Alex Bay.
Somebody's got to go off.
Somebody's going to go. He's pointing to number 18 of Alex Bay, who is Jeff Dobbins. They might, Alex Bay, might
lose two.
I'm not sure.
Yep.
I think they lose two.
Yep.
Right. Alex Bay loses two.
So we'll be skating 3-on-3. And with 2:35 left to play, Massena will be going on a power play win in 54 seconds. And somebody wants a timeout, I think. That might be a good idea.
All right. You give me a chance to put down all these penalties besides, Jerry.
2:35 left to play here in the third period. 5-5 tie.
Well,
all of a sudden, overtime looms rather largely, Reg.
That could, but Massena will be on the power play, and some lights out, 54 seconds, I believe.
That won't give them much of one, 36-second power
play. It won't
play.
give much of a power play.
Of course, that's assuming there aren't any more penalties.
18 white, 1.5 for roughing.
Okay. So we've got 4 men in the box. That means there are going to be 3 skaters plus the goalies on the ice.
A little 3-on-3 situation. Wide open ice, Jerry.
I guess so, huh?
All tied, of course, 5-5. With 2:35 left to go. 4 men in the penalty box for Massena. We've got Fauché and Edwards in there, and for Alex Bay, let's see, Dobbins and Welch.
Okay, the face-off will be back in Alex Bay territory. Parker out there with Sidden and Albertine. Welch, and a defenseman out there. I can't quite see who that is for Alex Bay. Face-off left side. Off the draw. Puck goes inside of the net. Parker after it. He tried to come up with it. Goes in behind the net. Hutchinson, the defenseman. He's got it. Feeds it over on the other side. Sidden races for it. Takes a whack at it. Deflected. Bounces over into the corner. That's Doug Welch after it. Parker trying to take it away from him. Welch skates out. Here comes Welch out to center ice. Takes it across the blue line. Taken out of the play by Albertine. Manages to get it back to Hutchinson at the point. His shot, the save made by Leary, and he holds on.
Now we're down to 2:07 in the third period, all tied 5-5. Still skating, 3 aside, with 4 men in the penalty box.
Now Tayo comes out, along with Paquin. And, no, wait a minute. No, it's going to be Burke taking the face-off now. Paquin and Sidden are out there. 1:02 left in the 3 matching, and 26 in the other Massena penalty to Fauché. Face-off Massena zone. Off the draw, comes in behind the net. After it, Welch. Welch and Sidden jam. Welch still has it behind the net. Sidden trying to tie him up. The puck comes free. They jam right in front. Shot saved by Larry. He's got it. Whoa, that was close.
That was close. The puck came out. I think Larry expected one of the defensemen to grab the puck, but the Massena defense was tied up behind the net, and Larry just let the puck sit there. Finally, the Alex Bay man picked up the puck, almost put it past Larry.
Whoa, that was close.
Little lapse on the goalie that time.
1:54 left. Off the face-off, puck side of the net. After it is Welch in the corner now. He and Sidden jam. Puck comes back to the blue line. Welch has still got it. Now Burke picks him up, and Polk checks it away. Here comes Burke racing for it. He and Welch jam. The puck comes free. Sidden back to the blue line. And it's picked up there by Hutchinson. Hutchinson. We have a whistle. We got an injured man down.
Injured Massena man over by the, I think it's Sidden, I believe, over by, he hit heavily, almost head first into the boards. Of course, Alex Bay hollering because they had the puck when the whistle blew, but Sidden was down. You could see obviously hurt. And, of course, that's up to the referee. Uses his own discretion. If he feels a player is hurt, he can blow that puck anytime, regardless of who has the puck. Up on his knees now, Stan Moore out there with him. I think he just sort of hit rather heavily into the boards right in front of the Alex Bay bench. We're down to 131. Now it's going to be, let's see, a 4-on-3 situation, Jerry, as Massena will be on the power play for 26 seconds. We're down to 131, all tied, 5-5.
That whistle happened just as all the teams were, or the one penalty was up, I should say. Now Massena's going to call a timeout.
Massena's going to call a timeout. Good time for Stan Moore with only 1:31 to go. Sidden was shaken up a little bit. He's on the bench now. So he'll call his players over there to decide what they're going to do on this power play for 26 seconds. They'll have a chance, although the face-off will be, let's see, just outside the Massena blue line, Jerry.
Not sure what happened to DeRushy, but he went to the dressing room, and we haven't seen him since. Well, we know what happened to him.
We know what happened. He hit was right in front of us, directly in front of us, as he hit the boards very hard, and his head sort of wrapped against that glass, and he went down shaken up. He has gone to the dressing room. I'm sure he will not see any action tonight.
5-5 tie, 1:31 left. Period number 3. 26 seconds left and 3 matching minors, 2 to Alex Bay, 1 to Massena.
Of course, if there's no score, they will play one period of overtime, which will be a 7.5-minute overtime period.
Sudden death.
Sudden death.
We've seen one this year that did not result in sudden death, as it ended up a tie.
Right.
That was in Ogdensburg. Long time ago.
That was.
Near the beginning of the season. Okay, Massena on the power play. The 2 Welches out there with Hutchinson. Massena will send Tayo and Parker out there. Aubertine and King off the faceoff. Puck goes back in the Massena zone. Aubertine with it, in behind the net, taken out of the play. Welsh picks it up, poke checked away by Tayo, and Tayo breaks out of there. Here comes Tayo, lugging the puck across the blue line, takes it in the corner, drops it. Parker has it taken away. The puck comes to Welch. 6 seconds left in the Massena man advantage, and Welch didn't really do what he wanted to do. He backhanded it up off the ice surface, so the faceoff will stay in the Bay zone. Massena with 4 seconds on a man advantage here. Chance to get off one shot.
Just about one shot. You definitely need this face-off.
So it's going to be Parker taking the draw against Welch. Off the face-off, back to the point, Aubertine. Over to King. King skates in. Sharp angle, trying to get the shot off. He couldn't. Everybody back to the point. Aubertine keeps it in. Feeds it into the corner. Now the puck comes to Edwards along the boards. Back to center ice, kept in by Aubertine. He fires it wide. That was close. Now the puck still in the zone. Kept in there. Here comes Massena's Parker. Parker's shot, save. The rebound knocked down in front. It's in the pads, and a save made.
Good chance there again for Massena as Parker skated in, took the shot. The save was made by Doheny. The puck really bounced way up in the air. A lot of pushing and shoving in front of the net. Doheny makes the save. We're down to 41 seconds. Face off in the Alex Bay zone. Massena really putting a lot of pressure on Alex Bay right now, trying to win this game.
Edwards will take the face-off against Welch. Off the draw, and the puck dumped down the ice. And it goes into the corner. That'll be an icing call, and move it right back in.
Okay, there's another break for Massena as Alex Bay just trying to get that puck out of there with 35 seconds left to go. Icing against Alex Bay, back in the Alex Bay zone for the face-off. All tied, 5-5.
Again, it'll be not... Edwards taking the face-off. Aubertine and King are the defensemen. Off the face-off, puck in the circle, controlled by Alex Bay. Here comes Cooley. Headman pass goes to Welch, and it's going to go all the way into the corner. Picked up by Aubertine. He loses to Welch. Puck sitting, it goes to Tayo. Tayo trying to get it out of there. Back to the point. Here's a shot down right in front. Well shot. What a save. Oh, Leary made a beauty right there. Puck back to the point. Here's a shot deflected right on. Another save by Leary. Aubertine feeding it out to the blue line. That's going to go all the way down the ice, and it's going to go through the goal crease. Apparently, icing not called. Now the puck in behind the net. They jam for it. Edwards takes it with 1 second. We're going to have overtime. Boy, I'll tell you, both teams with some chances late in the game.
Boy, they sure did. Massena had, and then all of a sudden the puck went down to the Massena end with about 30 seconds left. And Matt and Larry, really not that busy a boy here in the third period, had, what, 2 big saves, almost 3 saves, I think, in the last 30 seconds. Of course, the regulation game ends in a 5-5 tie. We will see 7.5-minute overtime.
Sudden death overtime, or maybe I should say sudden victory overtime. Now they change to saves. They've been giving shots the first 2 periods. They go to saves. 5-5 tie. We go to sudden death overtime. Has been a seesaw game here. Massena went up 3-0. Alex Bay came roaring back with 4 straight goals to take a 4-3 lead. Massena tied it. Alex Bay went ahead 5-4. Massena tied it, and we're going in overtime. Both teams with some real good chances in the last minute of play.
It's been a strange game because Jerry said Massena did go out and 3-0 score. Alex Bay came back with 1, 2, 3, 4 straight goals to go ahead. Yeah, then Massena tied it up. Alex Bay went ahead. Massena tied it up. It is now, of course, 5-5. They only take a short rest between the third period and the overtime period, so we'll have a overtime the first time since the OFA game.
Only the second over. Well, they were involved in a double overtime down in that tournament down in Suffern. Wasn't that double overtime?
I think that was. Yep.
But first league overtime since Ogdensburg, only the second of the year. So,
saves in that period. They gave Matt Larry 8 saves at 3-period total of 18. Matt Dehaney for Alex Bay, 12 saves, 3-period total of 24.
So we're tied at 5. Getting ready. We're going to have Welch out there. And Alex Bay with her guns. Welch, and Cooley. They move Cooley up to play the left wing. Off the face-off, puck bouncing, controlled, and we're going to have a hand pass called on Massena. As somebody, I think it was Sidden, knocked it down, trying to feed it ahead. And we'll do it all over again, just outside the Massena zone. 7:25 left in sudden death, or sudden victory, or nothing, depending.
Whatever.
We'll see. The way the goals have come tonight, though, you wouldn't expect this to last very long. Off the face-off, Paquin with it. Headman pass goes by everybody. Controlled by Alex Bay out to center ice. Here's Welch on the backhand. It goes up into the Massena bench. And the face-off will come right about at the red line. So as of yet, not much has happened in this extra period. Of course, thank goodness, like this last game I saw here, Reg, was that sectional game last year that went 4 overtimes.
Oh, boy.
But that can't happen tonight.
No.
Fortunately. Here comes Welsh. His shot from center ice goes high over the glass. Larry went to glove it, but he kind of lost it, and it went over the ice. Now Welch after it in the corner. That's Doug Welch. He and Paquin jam. The puck comes free. Derek Welch with it. Back to the point it goes. Here's a shot from the point. Hutchinson. And the save made the rebound. Larry, he's got it. Underneath him, I think. Yep. And the whole 10 of them are all jammed up right in front of the net.
That shot was taken from the left point. Massena really had collapsed around the goal when the puck came out to the Alex Bay man on the left point. There wasn't anybody, Massena man in a red shirt, anywhere near him. Probably 35 feet away. Took the shot, was sort of deflected onto Matt Leary. He covered up, forcing the face-off. Massena ends. 6:45 to go. Overtime, all tied.
Now Massena make a line change here. Alex Bay staying out with the same contingent. Berkline out there for Massena. Off the face-off, it comes to King in behind the net. Feeds it to Aubertine. Aubertine lugs it out center ice to Fauché. Fauché dumps it in the Alex Bay zone. It's going to go right on. And Doheny sticks it into the corner. Fauché picks it up there. He's got it, looking in behind the net. The puck comes free behind. Burke with it. Burke around. He's taken out of the play. Puck side of the net. Burke looks for it in the corner. Welsh picks it up. He and Fauché jam. Burke's got it. Burke centers it, and it goes right on. And the save, well, I'm not sure it was a save, but Doheny got a stick on it. Now Chad Valance with it behind the net. Valance backs it, and his pass intercepted. It comes out to the blue line, out to center ice. They jam for it there. Fauché comes up with it. Now the puck dumped to the blue line. Fauché again for Massena. Fauché just dumps it into Alex Bay's zone, picked up by Cook as Massena wants a line change. That first line back out there for the Raiders. And Alex Bay dumps to the Massena blue line. A high shot, picked up by King. King's headman pass goes to Parker. Parker into the zone. He still got it, feeds it in the corner. Racing for it is Bill Cook and Mickey Edwards. They both go down. Cook tries to get up and tie it up. And we'll have a face-off in Alex Bay territory to the left of goaltender Matt Doheny with 5:35 left to play in sudden death. 5-5 tie. We're in overtime.
Alex Bay's leaving that. No, now they changed. I was wondering. They've been out there for about 2 minutes, Jerry.
So the whole overtime so far. They're going to send out Dobbins' line now.
I'm going to change him up now.
They've almost have to. They can't leave him out too long.
Cooley stays out there. They're going to move Cooley out of there. He's had a goal and 2 assists for Alex Bay tonight.
Edwards will face off against Dobbins. Off the draw. Puck still in the circle. Parker after it now in the corner. Picks it up. Here's Parker back to the point. King's quick wrist shot. Right on. Save made by Doheny. Now the puck in the other corner. Tile with it. Centering pass to Parker. Poke check back to the point. King keeps it in. Steps by a check. Has it taken away by Cooley. And out to center ice into the Massena zone. Racing for it there is Dobbins. Albertine throws a check. The puck comes free in behind the net. Big Cooley picks it up. Taken away, though, by King. King around the boards. Back to the point. Hudon winds his shot. Ouch. Tyo got that in the leg. Now the puck centered, intercepted, and Edwards feeds it out to center ice. Picked up there by Birch to the Massena blue line. King picks it up there. Tries to move it along the boards. Cooley feeds it ahead. Now Massena changes up. Here's Convertini out there. Now the puck taken away. Here's Welsh across the blue line. 1-on-3. Welsh still has the puck. Finally, it slides back out to center ice. Back in again. And offsides will be called on Alex Bay. I don't know why they called that. Nobody touched it.
Nobody touched the puck. A little anticipation there, perhaps. We're down to 4:35 in the overtime. Face-off just outside the Massena blue line. Let's see. Mark Burke will be out there to take the face-off for Massena.
Burke out there with Convertini and Fauché. Off the draw. Puck sits at the blue line. Paquin picks it up. Trying to feed it ahead. He comes out to center ice. Hudon dumps right on. The save made. Now the puck deep in the Massena zone. Comes in behind the net. After it is Welsh in the corner. He and Paquin jam. Welsh still got the puck. Now it's taken away by Burke, feeding it ahead for Fauché. Fauché feeds Convertini on the off wing, offsides on Massena. As Fauché tried to stay back, but couldn't.
Fauché going down that left side, just a half a step over the blue line. Don't face off just outside the Alex Bay blue line. We're down to 4:09 in the overtime.
5-5 tie. Still, Welch's line, they're going to change up again. They're going to send out the Dobbins line. I think. Yeah.
Tell you one thing, Cooley's going to be back out there.
Yep. I guess so. He's had a good game tonight.
Yes, he's had a good game. He's a big, big boy. Plays well.
Off the face-off. Puck comes to Parker. Parker backhands it to the blue line. Edwards stepping in, backhands it in the zone. Back to pick it up is Hutchinson. Hutchinson's back pass intercepted by Massena, but the puck controlled by Alex Bay. Momentarily, Tyo's got it. He loses it. Here's Parker's shot. Rebound. Just wide by Edwards. Oh, my God, what a save.
Oh, what a chance Edward had on that.
Now the puck comes through the middle again. Back to the point. Sidden keeps it in. Right in front. They jam at it. Doheny makes the save.
Massena up again, putting a lot of pressure on Alex Bay and Doheny. I tell you, Mickey Edwards, he thought he had the goal. Everybody did, but the old glove came out of Doheny, making the save, forcing the face-off. We're down to 3:37. Wow, good chance for Massena there.
Real good chance.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the Welsh line coming back out. Burke's line coming back out for Massena. Good chance for Massena there. Just didn't quite go in. Face off left side in the Alex Bay zone. Off the draw. Puck in the circle. They jam for it. Welsh picks it up. Back to the blue line. Out to center ice. Here comes Welsh. He shoots it from center ice. Goes wide. King with it. Has a little trouble in his skates. He still can't find it. Comes in front of the net. They jam for it. Right in front. Here's a chance. Knocked down. It goes into the corner. Convertini comes back for it. Feeds it around behind the net. The puck comes to Albertine. Albertine back the other way for Convertini. He stops it, trying to get it out of there. It's still in the zone, and the puck comes side of the net into the corner. They jam for it there. Puck comes free. Finally back to the blue line, not out. Banged around, finally it comes out to center ice. Convertini after it. Puck comes free, Fauché. Back out to center ice. The crowd wanted a penalty there.
And they're not going to call a penalty in overtime, Jerry.
If that had been regulation, it would have been. Here's a shot. Hits the side of the net and goes in behind. Mickey Edwards after it. Taken out of the play. Welsh picks up the puck. Back the other way. 2.5 left in the overtime. Center ice now. Controlled by Parker. Parker dumps it. Alex Bay zone. Comes to the side of the net again. Picked up by Billy Cook. Cook around the boards. Bangs it. And it comes out center ice. Sidden stops it right there. Waits for his wings. Feeds to Edwards. Edwards across the blue line. Nice move. Trying to slide it through. Nobody there. Goes into the corner. Parker after it. Parker taken out of the play. Welsh picks it up. Just about 2 minutes left in the overtime. Back to the point. Here's Paquin trying to slide it through. Knocked back out to center ice. Paquin with it again. He and Welsh jam for it. Puck comes to the other Welsh. Across the blue line. His shot high over the net. Whistles around on the other side. Kept in at the point. Shot knocked down, goes in the corner. Here's Sidden with it. Sidden loses it. Goes in behind the net again. Paquin throws a check. The puck comes free. Picked up by Edwards. Edwards headman pass. We have a whistle. Elbow call.
That's against Paquin, I'm sure. Call against Paquin. You don't see that very often in overtime, but Paquin goes off. Minute and a half, and with only 1:42 to go. Woo! I didn't even see that. I'm watching the play. I didn't see it, but Paquin's off. Minute and a half. So Alex Bay will go on a power play. Wow.
Okay. So now Massena, I think, has got to shoot for a tie here, Reg.
Yeah, I think Massena definitely has to go for the tie. You can't take a chance, of going for a breakaway or anything. You just got to keep Alex Bay off the scoreboard.
Edwards coming out along with Tile. Off the face-off. Puck comes in the corner. Albertine trying to come up with it. Taken away by Welsh. Back to the point. Here's Hudon's shot. The save made. The bouncing puck in front. They jam. And Leary gloves it and holds on.
Couple of big saves for Larry as the puck came from the right point. Made the save. The puck sort of bounced up after the save, but he gloved it, forcing the face-off. We're down to 1:29 in the overtime. Alex Bay's on the power play.
1:17 in the power play. Face off to the right side of Larry.
I think we've seen a little bit of everything tonight, Jerry.
Boy, I guess so. 5-5 tie. Welsh against Edwards in the circle. Edwards and Tayo, Albertine and Sidden. We're waiting for them to drop the puck. Finally they do. Back to the point. It comes to Welsh about halfway in, right side. Welsh brings it back to the blue line. Goes open on the other side. Hudon shot, and he hits the net. And that was headed for the clock.
Right. There's a netting in front of the clock, and the shot was taken by Hudon from the right point, and it hit the net. Let's see, face-off will be just inside the Alex Bay blue line.
Right from where the shot originated.
Yep.
Okay, we got the two Welches out there. We've got Cooley. And we've also got Hudon and Hutchinson. 1:19 left in the overtime, 1:07 in the penalty. Off the face-off, puck dumped. Center ice, Tile picks it up and slides it to the Alex Bay blue line. Back to the Massena blue line. Albertine dumps it to the Alex Bay zone. Now the puck comes back to Cooley. Cooley kind of fell down there, but Welsh picks up the puck and circles back to his own blue line. Here's Welsh with it, feeding it in the Massena zone, and we have an offsides as Massena dumps it down the ice for the offsides called first. 58 seconds left in the overtime, 46 seconds in the penalty to Massena. Greg Paquin in the box for elbowing. He also got a misconduct.
He got a misconduct. He broke his stick as he went into the box. Referees frown on that.
Yeah. Doesn't really make much difference, though.
No, not at
Off
this
the
point.
face-off. Puck comes back to the Alex Bay blue line. Now it's dumped in the Massena zone. Albertine takes a whack at it and dumps it down the ice again. Back there to pick it up is Hutchinson. Hutchinson in his own end. Moves it around. Goes back out to center ice. Here comes Big Cooley. Cooley takes it across, drops it to Welsh, trying to knock it in front, and Albertine picks it up, dumps it down the ice. 20 seconds in the power play, about 33 in the period. Now here's Cooley, stepping across the blue line, trying to slide it in the corner to Welsh. Albertine trying to tomahawk it. Welsh has got it with 20 seconds left. Welsh after it. He and Burke jam. Welsh takes it in the corner, looking to go. Welsh still has it. Centering pass back to the point. It goes to Hutchinson as Massena gets the man back. Puck goes in the corner. Sidden tries to tie it up. Welsh has got it in behind the net. Finally picked up by Massena's Edwards. And he just lifts it down the ice as the buzzer sounds, and we end in a tie.